What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planners and Wine. My name is Myra.
And my name is Meg. Welcome back, guys.
Yay, welcome back to another week. And I believe this is the last week of April.
It is. And April is a blur. It's a blur. We
Yeah,
have been doing a lot content wise for Planners and Wine. The Patreons are getting everything. But it's been a great month. It has been a busy month, but it has been a great month. So I'm excited that we are getting closer and closer to the summertime.
yes, I definitely enjoy being out and about a lot more.
Hmm.
It seems like the days have been longer. And yes, I agree. Patreon have been getting the content.
Hmm.
You can't say we don't work because we
Period.
be working.
We do. We do, absolutely, and I'm proud of us. And we did the interviews today, which I'm super, super excited for you guys to hear on the next episode. We will have Laurel from Laurel Denise Planners on the pod next week, and I'm super excited.
I just knew you were gonna be like, "Guess who will be on next week?" But you just told them. It's fine.
Well, spoiler alert.
I thought you were gonna do it like a little guest thing. That seemed like your vibe, but it's fine.
I
I'm
didn't
super
have
excited
it.
for y'all to hear it.
I didn't have it in my brain. Thank you, though. That would have been cute.
It's gonna be good though. We had an amazing conversation,
Hmm.
and we do now what we call after the pods when we have guests. All of our guests have been very giving some tea behind
Hmm.
the Patreon wall. So that
Hmm.
is something else you can look forward to with the Planners and Wine Patreon. So I mean, we tell y'all every week,
Check it out.
you're missing out.
Miss it
You're
out.
missing out.
Hmm.
We
Yep.
doing this for you. We
Really.
just trying to let you know so you don't miss out on stuff.
So you
That's
can't
all.
say we didn't tell you. So
Period. Yeah.
period. We told y'all. We tell y'all all the time. But yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to hear that episode. But let's go ahead and get into this one. Myra, how was your week and weekend?
My week has been it's been good overall. I don't know why. Like I just have this itchy throat. It's not COVID. I did 3 tests because I was
Okay.
like, okay, I'm dying. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think allergies, at least in our area here in Cincinnati, has just or pollen. I don't even know what's it called because I don't have
Mm.
these issues. Chuck and Ashton has it very bad. Like Ashton woke up eyes like his right eye was just
Mm.
swollen shut.
Oh
And
no.
yeah, we were afraid like it was something else, and it just turned out
Mm.
he's just, it's just really bad. So I think that's what's going on with me, and it's definitely bad if it's affecting somebody. I've never had allergy issues like
Hmm.
ever. So but other than that, like, it's been good working through content,
Hmm.
feeling very inspired about that. Yeah, n- 9 to 5, sure. But yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, I'm with you. My motto lately with the 9 to 5 has definitely been I'm just here so I don't get fired vibe.
Period. Period.
I need
Like
to
they
check. I need to check.
Yeah, it's just been so many changes in the 9 to 5. I mean, I'm not even afraid to say it because I've talked to my manager extensively about it. It's just time for me to pivot,
Mm,
whether it's within the company or not. It's just time for me to go on because there's just so many different changes, and it's just not, you know, like you said, the vibe. I'm just here
I
so I
feel
don't get
you.
fired.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. And honestly, I mean, with my job, everything has been going pretty well. I just feel a little stagnant at this point. I feel like I'm the type of person that once I get into a role and I feel like I have perfected myself in that role, feel like I have grown and evolved the best I can in that role, I'm kind of ready to do something else, either add more responsibility to my plate or whatever it is. So I'm definitely kind of at that part of my 9 to 5 where I don't want to get into the routine of doing the same thing every single day. I want something different. I want something exciting. So, we'll see what happens with that. Just trying to stay content in the meantime. And, I know that whatever is for me is for me. Whatever is for you, Myra. And, the right thing will definitely happen at the right time. So just trying to be patient. And patience is not my thing at all.
It's a negative for me. It's
Hmm.
definitely not my thing. The job market right now is kind of intense too.
Yes.
Um, it's interesting. That's all I'll say. But like you said, when the time come, it will come. I hope it is this year.
Mhm.
That's what I can hope for. But I'm
Mhm.
still being patient and optimistic about it that it'll happen.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I feel like everybody kind of gets to the point. It's at that point sometimes with their 9 to 5 full-time gigs where you just know it's time to just do something else. So luckily, I feel like I've had a lot of good opportunities to be able to move around a little bit. So I'm still just kind of, try my luck, see what's out there. But yeah, I definitely am privileged and happy to not be in a position where I need to find a new job. I feel like you're kind of
Mhm.
in the same boat too, Myra.
Yeah.
Like it's not a need, it's just more so of a want right now.
Mhm.
So definitely appreciate that because we know it's rough. Like I hear about layoffs and stuff all the time. This one company that I really wanted to work for last year when I was looking for jobs that I didn't get end up even getting an interview or anything with them. They just
Mhm.
did like a major layoff. And I was like, damn, did I dodge a bullet? I really wanted to be there,
Yeah.
and I probably would have got
Yeah.
laid off 2 weeks
Absolutely.
ago. Like, that definitely would have happened, so, you just never know what's gonna
Yeah, that
happen, so
kinda last in, first out kinda thing is what I've been seeing.
Mhm.
Because like, even with these tech companies, folks done had Google Jobs 6 months are getting laid off, and it's
I know.
like it's kinda scary, it's wild,
It's
but,
very scary.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it is what it is, and we
Mhm.
just keep plugging along.
Yeah, I saw this one lady, on, LinkedIn, and this was her 2nd layoff in 6 months because she got laid off from her previous job 6 months ago, found her new role, like, within a month or so it didn't take long, and then she just was involved in this recent layoff that I was just talking about. That is tough.
That is very, very tough. Yeah, it's a tough market. It's a tough
Mhm.
market. It's yeah. I it just sucks. I will say I
Mhm.
am grateful for my past experience and knowing like being like fired and laid off. I've
Mhm.
had both to understand that there is like because I get some people feel like it's the end of the world kind of
Yeah.
thing, but having that experience, so I know that something else is out there. It
Mhm.
sucks, yes, but it's not like the end of the world when that happens. There's always going to
Yeah.
be another opportunity for you.
Right, right.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, just, things going on in our 9 to 5 since they do still exist, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Not
Still
unfortunately, we're
waiting
very
on that.
fortunate. We're still
Yeah,
very
I'm very
fortunate,
grateful
but
for it, but yeah,
yes,
yeah. I think do you think if you had the opportunity, if the stars align, regardless of what it is,
mhm.
would you work for yourself full time?
Oh, I don't know if I would ever work for myself full time unless I was forced into that situation. Like if I had absolutely no other options and I needed to make some money and that was my only option, I think I would in that case. But I just really do appreciate the security of
Mhm.
having a 9 to 5 job. So I don't know. I mean, if you would have asked me this 5 years ago, I would say absolutely I would love to work for myself. But I don't know. I guess I'm just in a different season of life to where that doesn't really appeal to me a lot right now. But you never know. It might change. It's easier for me to say that now that I'm in a position that I like and in like a department I like. Like I
Mhm.
love working in the marketing and stuff. But like when I was working in claims, I would have literally killed to be able to work for myself and not to have a boss. So I think it's
Yeah.
just I don't know. For me, for that, I'm just not in that season of life to where that really appeals to me. But what about you?
At first I was thinking that that was the case, like what you were saying, like maybe it was because of the environment I was in that I
Mhm.
was like so adamant. But I think I don't like people. So yes, the answer will
Well,
absolutely be yes to work for myself. Because I like while I have issues with where I'm at now,
mhm.
it's nowhere near how it was in claims. Not
Right.
nowhere near. And I
Yeah.
still am like, I don't really like authority. I don't really like
Mm.
having to ask somebody, or it's not even ask, you're just letting them know, like, "Hey, I'm gonna go on vacation this week,"
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and I don't like that, and having to, like, maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't, depending on
Mhm.
your, seniority, like, that's all that bullshit,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
I
yeah,
feel
if
you.
I had the opportunity, I definitely would.
Yeah, I totally feel you. That totally
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. That's an interesting question. That is a very interesting question. Let's ask J-Bay too. J-Bay, if you had the opportunity to work fully for yourself right now, would you do it?
Um, I'm just so anxious all the time, and there's a security in knowing, like, I show up, I get paid for all the work.
Mm,
Mhm.
Um, but I will say I'm learning to be more confident about the work that I produce, and I guess it's a
yes.
little bit different, like, being in the creative field, so, like, I think when I first started at my, like, current job, my thought process was like, "Oh, I could never do freelance work." And now as I'm maturing in my career, I'm like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I could see this being, like, an end goal maybe,"
Mm.
but I don't know if I'm there yet.
I love it. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, so maybe one day, but just not in that season of life right
Yeah.
now. That totally makes sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
I love
our
it.
3 different answers.
'Cause I'm like, "Absolutely not." J-Bay's
Yeah.
like, "Maybe," and you're like, "Hell yeah, tomorrow."
Yesterday.
Right. Literally. Very, very interesting, very
Yeah.
interesting. But yeah, let's get into some planner world stuff. So, if you are listening to this on the day that it comes out to the general public on April the 27th, then we are in just full speed ahead in the EC Life Planner launch. It has happened. You are listening in the future. You have bought all the things. Myra, I'm curious how you're feeling about this week of the launch and if you are planning on buying anything.
Every launch season, I always think of the EC team being like that clip from The Office where he's like, "It's happening. Everybody stay calm." I feel like that's Tori or like
That's
that's her.
literally Tori. Literally.
But I hope everything went without a hitch. I'm sure everything went without a hitch. I don't think I'm planning on buying anything. Only thing that's like on my wish list is the snap-in vegan leather cover just so I can bling it out and be like Tisa.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
I don't think I really need anything else,
Yeah,
but who knows?
gross.
No, I still gonna look.
We're still gonna look, and
Yeah.
obviously, guys, like, don't put too much pressure on yourselves to feel like that you need to buy all the things right away. Like, remember, these planners don't start till July, and so you got until like literally probably like early to mid June to make your purchase and still have your stuff on time. I obviously do not work for EC, so do not quote me, but I'm just saying there's really not a rush. I think I am going to be going ahead and buying my canvas ring inserts. Very, very excited because they do have the A5 ring inserts in the Daily Duo layout for Canvas.
Mhm.
And I already got my Notique agenda, my lavish agenda, just sitting on my desk, just waiting to be filled with beautiful inserts. So that's happening.
I
That is
didn't even
happening.
ask you if you got it.
It's so
Is it just
beautiful.
as good? Okay, it
Yep,
is.
yep,
Yeah.
it is. And lavender, lilac, all the purples, those are just my jam. I'm so in love with
It's
it.
perfect for spring.
So perfect. So I just cannot wait. So I think for now, that's going to be the main thing I'm purchasing. I also think I'm going to be buying one of the Edav straps. There is a new Edav like bag strap that's coming out. So I definitely think I am going to be purchasing that as well. But I think that's it. If I buy more, I will let y'all know next week. But I think that's it for now.
But hold up. No one told me that they made the snap-in vegan leather covers. What? This is news to me.
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
Tanya, if you're listening, please go back and make, like, the Star Wars collection, the vegan leather ones snap in, because like, I wanna put
Please.
that on, like, a notebook just to carry
Yeah.
around. I would look
Yeah.
Yes.
so cool. Just letting you know. Thank you, bye.
Okay, well, okay, yes, J-Bay. I actually forgot
Yes.
about those too. Ooh wee.
They're so good.
They're so
I have
good.
the, Darth Vader and I have Yoda one, and I had to give it to Chuck 'cause I would keep it on a notebook, but they were on planners, and who wants to
Mm.
recoil? Ain't nobody got time for that, so
Ain't
he just
nobody
said,
have
"Yeah,
time for
yeah,
that.
please make
Yeah.
those snap in." That will be epic.
It not being snap-in is the only thing that has stopped me from
Mhm,
getting one of those vegan leather covers. Because one of my favorite things about using EC planners is the ability to change the cover,
mhm.
so now that they have the snap-in vegan leather covers that you can change, I mean, that's a game changer for me, for
Mhm.
sure. So,
Yeah, and now that I know
mhm,
that I can bling them,
mm.
it's over.
Tisa done started something.
She done started
Y'all, if
something.
y'all
Now
don't
I'm about to try
follow
to bling that Darth Vader one.
100%. If y'all do not follow This Is Tisa on Instagram, make sure you're following her. She just blinged a EC snap-in cover. She
Mhm.
literally did it in like a couple of hours. Made it look so easy because she is a professional. And I think I need to do that as well. Yep, it's happening. So I'll add that to my list. Thanks a lot, JB. I'll add it to my list of
It's so
snap-in cover.
good. It's so
Hey,
good.
y'all are spreading the word.
The Lord's work, okay? Doing the Lord's work.
I also really love that, the canvas cover, like the
Mm,
one with, like, the name, like, I like that too.
mhm.
I'm like,
So
"Dang, I don't
pretty.
really need nothing else." I really hate ordering just covers, you know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because 'cause you're gonna pay the same in shipping
Mhm.
unless you order so many covers that you get to the free shipping. So I don't know, Myra. Maybe just peruse the website, see
Yeah,
if you
we'll see.
see anything else. Look at me trying to be a bad influence.
I know.
I mean,
I
too
know.
bad you don't have anyone that lives near an EC store in the near future.
Well,
Oop.
ooh. But yeah, guys, we are so excited to see what y'all have purchased during this lunch. Make sure you comment on our Instagram and let us know. We also did a giveaway for the lunch. I mean, if you're listening on Thursday, sorry, the giveaway is already over and we've already
Stay
announced it
ready.
on the Instagram. So yeah,
Mhm.
stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Make sure you are following us on Instagram. If you are not, Planners and Wine. And yeah, we hope you guys bought some cute stuff. I'm just so in love with the Canvas collection and the Inspire collection from Etta V, especially. So, and even the wildflowers is really beautiful, even if you don't love, floral stuff. So, just exciting times.
Yeah, it really
Hmm.
is. I think all of the collections, are gorgeous, and I think they'll fit anybody's style, so
Hmm.
check it out, but
Yeah.
yeah, exciting times for sure.
Super exciting. Yep. Aura Estelle and Annie Plans have also announced another collab of undated planners. All these will be available in A5 and B6 sizes. And there will be 3 different planners in each. So 6 planners total. It looks really cute. I'm really excited. Like I literally have a Aura Estelle A5 cover sitting in my cart. I may or may not be purchasing one of these planners with the cover. I don't know, y'all. I'm just in a very experimental phase where I just want to try all the things. So I don't know. We're gonna see though. Myra, what you got to say?
Um,
And we're about to disagree. We about to disagree. I feel it. Go ahead and say what you about to say.
this is the only reason why I say no.
Okay.
I think there are amazing planners. I see people do amazing things with them.
Hmm.
I have a few. I never stick with them.
I
I
mean,
never stick with them.
I feel you,
Um,
but we don't stick with anything though.
I mean, I don't even start like I at least with most of the stuff I at least start, I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's just too much of a blank canvas for me.
Maybe.
Um,
Yeah, this is getting very close to Bujo without a
mhm,
full-on Bujo for sure, because they are just like a blank canvas, that's true.
yeah. So, you know what? Imma try. I have a few. I'll try to go back, do some stuff because right now my planner phase is just,
Mhm.
all over. But the covers,
See, that's what we disagree on because I have 2 of their covers and I really like them. I think it's the covers that you've chosen, not the covers themselves, because I like them, but I
well,
haven't gotten
the
the covers that you've gotten also, so
yeah, the first one that I have chosen
mhm.
'cause I did pick this. Nobody told me that A5 wide is basically 7 by 9.
Well,
And y'all know I don't read the descriptions clearly. Um, So I'll take that L.
Okay, okay,
I
fair.
took that L.
Very fair.
The second, I sent it to you. I feel like it just, and I know, there's different color variations based on the screen, but I feel like mm, I was kind of bamboozled when the color came and the texture just wasn't giving
That's
what I
like the
thought it was going to give.
textured, like,
Yeah.
teddy bear
Yeah.
cover, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll be honest,
Mm-mm,
I just didn't feel like it was a good quality. And again,
mhm.
this is my opinion. These are the two items that I, decided to get. I have not had. So the other cover you have is the Weeks, right?
I have a Croc Weeks cover and I have a 6 Croc cover. And I love both of those covers. So I
Is
don't
it
know if
up
that
there
makes a
with no
difference.
teeth?
I mean, no, but it's not the price of Notique either. It's literally probably like $50 less than Notique. So you feel
It's
the
a budget
difference for
friendly.
sure. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say it's a more budget friendly. And I mean, I
Okay.
like them. I haven't had any issues with even one of those covers. But like I said, I just knew going into it that I was definitely, getting what I paid for. It was not like cheap or anything, but it's not like Notique level for sure. But yeah, we can't
Yeah.
afford Notiques all the time. Like, let's be for real.
You know, as in the words of J Bay, I'm a label whore.
There we go.
but
Yes.
but I'll give it a try. That'll be 3. I'll give it a third try. I'm just a little skeptical, that's all.
I take no responsibility for this not working out. This was not to convince you to try it. I thought you were trying to convince me not to try it, but you convinced yourself to try it again.
Yeah. I maybe it's just the stuff that I have been picking. I'll
Mhm.
reach out. I know Julie has some stuff too, so maybe
She
I chat with,
does.
we got our little
Mhm.
Hobonichi chat going on, so maybe
We
I'll talk
do.
to y'all to
Mhm.
see which one. But that first one, mm-mm. And then the second one, it was a week's cover too. I like the feel. I like the
Mm.
extra loops. There's a lot of amenities to
Yes.
that that I love.
Yes.
It was just the texture, like it didn't pass the vibe check on that. So
I feel you.
I'll try it again 3
Okay.
times. Try.
I think so. I think you should
Mhm.
definitely, like, get something a little bit more conventional, and I think it's
See,
gonna be
that's the
fine.
problem.
You trying to go out the
Maybe
box.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe that's the problem because even the A5 wide, which I just thought it was maybe a couple inches wider,
Girl, that
hence
thing
the
wide.
name. Yeah, yeah. It shouldn't even have A5 in the name. Need be
No,
7 by 9 wide. But
literally.
that one was a pink leopard,
Mm,
which in reality, like, what was I gonna carry that around? Even if I
yeah,
liked it, it's just,
right.
I can't use it
Yeah.
everywhere. But
Yeah, and I think I love the thing I like about Aura Estelle is not only is it really budget friendly, but the range of colors in the covers is out of this world. Like, they just have such a wide range of colors. Like, it's just, I mean, it's hard to even compare it to anything else. Like, you can get a beautiful, colorful planner cover in multiple different sizes for around like 60 to 70 bucks. Like, you cannot beat that. It's really, really, especially, and I think that especially if you're trying out like a new size, I definitely recommend somebody go for a Aura Estelle or a Moterm or some of the the more cheaper options of planner covers. Before you get a Notique or a cloth and paper and you fully commit. Because it's like the last thing you want is to spend $130 on a cover and you end up hating the size and you don't use it. Hello, it's me. I've done this multiple times at this point in my life, and I can't anymore. I cannot.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that is true. And I
mhm.
will say their shipping is very fast for them to be in Canada.
I
Very, very
mean,
fast.
as soon as you put your order in, it ships.
Mhm.
Not literally, but basically.
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
it's true.
Actually, this A5 cake and sprinkles,
There
she
we go.
giving.
See, I think I want the tan one. I've been going back and forth between like a mauve one, the tan, and the brown, and the Croco like white one. But I think I got my eye on the tan one. I really like that one. So, and
Yeah, I
I've
like
been
the tan one better. Yeah,
So yeah, they
she
got
cute.
so many options. They just came out with like a restock, I think within the last like couple of months. So I
Hmm.
think most of them are still like fully in stock. So yeah, definitely check those out,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, the only one that's low right now, because y'all know I like to shop, is a Celeste Blue,
Mm.
which,
Yep.
It's not my fave, but apparently it's somebody fave because it's
The
only
girls
7. It's
the
not. Yeah,
girls buying it up. Yes.
yeah.
It's like, and I did see, I was looking at Aura Estelle covers on YouTube last night. Came across somebody's page who had a A5 cover, and they got, like, you know how now they have the things where you can add rings without like physically like screwing them in, but they have like the addable ring. So she turned it into a A5 ring system, and it fits like A5 inserts. So,
Okay.
you know, I could,
Options.
I got options with my daily duo canvas. I can have it in my note for a little while if I want to. If I want to switch my color and put it in my Aura Style that I haven't purchased yet, I can get some rings and add it in there very easily. So yeah, we love options.
Absolutely.
There we go. But yeah,
Yeah.
look at us.
I love the evolution of how we got here.
You know,
This
for
is what
real.
makes this podcast great.
I think so as well.
Mhm.
I think so as well. But yeah, I'm super, super excited about all the planner things right now. I was telling Myra and J Bay before we got on, I just got a new planner, like an undated novel, like book planner, and I'm so in love with it. It's called the Novel Companion by Little Inklings Design. They are Little Inklings Design on like Instagram and TikTok and stuff. And I've been following them for a
Mhm.
while because they do like dated book review planners. And this is like the little like mini version of the book review planner. And I'm in love with it. It's so cute. And I feel like it's gonna really like motivate me to like read, because I've already tried to like do the Bujo book planner thing. And y'all know I'm not a Bujo girl. So that crashed and burned very quickly. So I needed something pre-made. And it has challenges and book lists and TBR lists and stuff. It's really cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, the cover is beautiful.
So cute.
Check out the YouTube page to see the cover, but it has a ton of foil and stuff on it. So yeah, I like it. I mean, for
Yes.
you, I think it's
Period.
dope. Yeah, if you want to keep up with, I think it's a perfect thing for you to
Yes. Have
keep
my
up
like
with the reading.
brassy, like spiral, brassy, like rose gold
Yeah, it's on a spiral.
spiral, and then
Yeah,
the rose gold um foil. Very cute.
yeah.
I'm in love with this thing. I cannot wait
Speaking of keeping up
to use
with,
it.
habits that we started in 2023,
Oh my
Myra,
god.
how's your movie list going?
Mm, well,
Hold on. I am doing very okay.
very okay.
Uh,
Yay, that's good.
I am now up to 15 because I did the Mario. I was at 12 before. I did the Mario movie.
Mhm.
What other movie did I watch? Um, that one Netflix one that has Lauren London in it.
Oh, you people.
Yes, and we
Yes.
counted TV shows too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so Last of Us was added to that. So I'm at 15.
That's amazing.
get it.
Growth.
Very
Yeah,
good. Very good.
I don't know if I make 100 at this pace, but
I mean, even if you don't get to 100, you're still getting to something. You know what I'm
you've
saying?
experienced, it's a part about the journey.
Mhm.
12 is already more than 2022.
There we go. There
Yeah,
we go.
so but yeah,
Yep.
now I know that J Bay is going to keep tabs. I'm going to try to reach that 100 because now it's a
Myra,
challenge.
I'm proud of you, and it's not about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. It's the
It's the
climb.
climb.
Damn it, J-Bay bust me out. Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
take that up.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Miley.
It is.
Okay.
I was wondering if you would catch it.
I was thinking it was ticking in my brain, and
I
then when
love
I
us.
heard the melody, like, oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely
It clicks.
yeah.
I'm just saying,
But yeah,
it's the climb. It's the climb, Myra. So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. Y'all have given me so many recommendations. I still have to do the menu.
Mm.
It's so fun.
I'm excited for you to watch the menu just so we can talk about it.
I
Okay.
know, I wanna hear your opinion.
I do too.
Okay. Yeah, I have a whole list. So I don't, I definitely don't need extra recommendation because that tends to overwhelm me. So well,
Gotcha.
as we progress throughout the year, you guys will get updates on the list for sure.
What she's saying is me and J Bay can give her recommendations, but Nobody else. She
That's
good.
it.
She good,
That's
y'all.
it. Because I get overwhelmed.
And we know what she likes. You know what I'm saying? We know what she likes also. So, yeah.
Also, if I watch that Harry Potter, like, 20th anniversary thing, does that count?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you
A
Okay.
should.
documentary, yeah.
Yeah, I
I just
definitely
don't wanna be sad.
I didn't find it sad. I just found it I mean, there were some sad moments, like, they had, the man who played, Hagrid talking in a little bit of it, and now that he has passed away, he was just very, like, introspective about the journey of Harry Potter and doing the films, and I think he even got a little emotional. Excuse me.
Oh, no, Meg's getting emotional.
I'm not. I'm joking.
It's for the
Oh my
pod.
gosh. But yeah, I think he even got a little emotional talking about it too. And like now that he's passed away, I can see that being emotional. But the whole thing, I think, is just very cool and just an introspective look at it. And nice to hear from like the stars of it and everything. And
Mhm.
we only heard from that woman like once. They just had like a very old clip from her from a long time ago. She wasn't involved in this thing at all. So
They made it very clear. They
they
said,
did.
"Not
Yeah.
associated."
They did.
It's sad that you had to do that, but it is what it is. But yeah, I am at least glad that I know the person who plays Snape isn't here because that would have been devastating if I
Whew,
watched that and found out. So thank you
I
for
know.
letting me know.
I know. I think that was probably the saddest moments whenever they did have people who had passed away up until that point,
Hmm.
at that point and talking about them and stuff. But I loved it. It made me so happy.
Yeah.
It was the best thing to watch on New Year's Day. It was amazing. So I hope you watch it.
Yeah.
I just started watching this show on Netflix called The Society, and I'm so disappointed because it came out in 2019 and it got canceled because of the pandemic. So they never did a season 2 because of the pandemic, and it's so good. And I'm so disappointed. I only have 10 episodes to watch.
What is it?
The Society is a Netflix show where basically some circumstances that are not like fully explained in the first couple episodes occur to where this group of kids, like these group of teenagers, are the only people left in this town. Like all the parents,
Mm.
everybody's gone, and they are trapped in the town. And it's supposed to be kind of like Lord of the Flies, if you're familiar with that novel about like this group of little boys who got stranded on this island by themselves. It's supposed to be like a modern take on Lord of the Flies, from my understanding. But I'm enjoying it so far. But I only got one freaking season, so you know,
Yeah, that sucks. Hopefully they pick it back up, but
I doubt it. It's been too long
yeah,
now.
it's been so long. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really good. And I also started watching Beef on Netflix. It's a new Netflix show. It's been some controversy
Yeah, that's what I
involving
heard.
somebody in the show, but it is a good show. But and I think I hadn't looked into it too much, but the creators of the show have spoken out about the situation with the controversy involving one of the people involved in the show. So but yeah, that has been a wild show to watch as well. Definitely not kid friendly. Neither one of these shows are kid friendly, by the way. But yeah, it's just what I've been
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, she's definitely way past the where I'm at 15. I don't even remember her
I
number.
don't know. I might not be honestly because I haven't
Okay.
been watching a lot of TV. I've had to be way more intentional about watching TV lately because I've been very very caught up in like the books that I've been reading and listening to and TikTok. So
Mm.
I'm trying
TikTok takes
to.
a lot of time if you let it for sure.
It really does. It really,
Yeah.
really does. But yeah, but I'm excited. Lots of good entertainment out there, especially as we get into the summertime. So, some of my favorite reality TV shows are gonna be coming back, like Big Brother and the new season of The Bachelorette. Very
Mhm.
excited.
Oh, I'm up to 16. If we count in TV shows, it's Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. There we go. I love it.
Look
Yep.
at the number growing. I always forget to count the TV shows too, because
There we go.
boy, definitely ain't no way.
They
100
count.
movies. Yeah, I can't. I ain't
They
gonna be able to do
count.
that. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, also, guys, just wanted to mention quickly before we take a quick break that we are sponsoring a giveaway at the upcoming The Great Planner Party that is hosted by Texas Planner Base. It is like a conference that is happening this upcoming weekend, and we are hosting a giveaway there and sponsoring the event. So, very exciting. If any of y'all go, good luck. We hope y'all win our giveaway. Um, and we hope y'all have a great time. Let us know how it is. It seems like it's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited that we were able to, pitch in with a few giveaways or
Hmm.
a giveaway. It's
Hmm.
not multiple, it's just one. But glad we were able to do that. That's one of the goals for this year is to kind
Hmm.
of give back to the community. We love this community so much, so
Yep.
we hope to continue to, help out and sponsor it in, whatever way we can.
Yes, exactly. And I think people have the wrong impression about sponsoring. Like, you can sponsor an event and it doesn't have to be something huge or like a
Mhm.
big like time or monetary commitment. Just do what you can just to show love to our community. That's literally what we're trying to do from here on out. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a big threat as you think. Like, I think a lot of people just think
Hmm.
it's like sponsoring tables. There's other ways that you can contribute.
100%. Exactly. Exactly. And on that note, we are going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors that we are so grateful for, and we will be
Yes.
right back. All right, guys. So we are back. This next segment is just called WTF, and this WTF goes out to Netflix. If you know, you know. They really played it in our faces over this Love is Blind reunion that we waited all night for. Like, how Netflix, how?
And
Honestly,
everyone was
that's
making the joke. They were like, "Watch is gonna bust." Sorry, Myra.
They got dragged.
yeah,
Deserve
as
it
they
by
deserve.
other companies as well. Hulu's dragging them.
Yeah, it was right there. It was low hanging fruit.
It
I,
really was.
totally understand Hulu and all of them to hop on
Mhm.
that, but they tried to make a mockery out of themselves. On, Love is late. They did that little clip of Tiffany falling asleep,
Look,
but it's just y'all. Love was 2 hours damn near
if
late.
love is that late, then love is pregnant. Okay? Because why you that late? Make it make sense.
I just at this point, I get what Netflix trying to do. They're trying to evolve. They're trying to elevate, have these live events. Da da da.
Mm-mm.
If it's live, I ain't watching it
They
now.
need to stay in their lane.
Stay
They
in your
need
lane.
to
Y'all are
stay.
streaming.
Mhm.
Streaming.
Mhm.
Y'all clearly cannot do this.
Yep. And this other podcast that I listened to, Reality C's podcast, he brought up a great point. He was like, look, if Love is Blind, not Love is Blind, but if Netflix is trying to do this live thing, y'all can't play like this with like sports fans because sports fans
Mm-mm.
will go absolutely feral if because the game gonna start
Regardless.
regardless
Yeah.
of what Netflix is doing. And if people are missing the game, especially like football and stuff, oh, that's your ass, Netflix. So get it together or stay in your lane. That's it. That is it.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
come
even think
on.
any of those NFL, NBA, any of those major league, they wouldn't even trust that.
Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
You're not
No.
getting a licensing for that, Netflix. I'm
No.
sorry. Y'all dropped the bag. Several people got fired, I'm sure.
100%.
Well, and what I think was worse was that it came on for a select amount of people,
Oh. Mhm.
and everyone was like, "What? Why? If we can't watch it, why do they get to watch it?"
Literally.
Drag me.
Drag Myra. Drag Myra was one of the 9 people in the country who got to watch it when it actually started. I had to watch via TikTok. Somebody else who it was working for them, another one of the 9, they streamed it on TikTok, and that is
Yeah.
literally how I watched it. But I also had to deal with her pausing multiple times to tell people that she couldn't get the closed captioning working, or it was gonna like take it, she wasn't gonna be able to view it because
View
there were
it.
some
Yeah. You
issues
just have
with
to deal.
Netflix's closed
Mhm.
captioning on it as well. But she kept pausing to say that, which is how I ended up so far behind you.
I
Myra.
know. Yeah. And I was totally willing to like FaceTime y'all to
You
watch
were
it, but some of y'all were already on like watching it on TikTok, so y'all didn't want to stop and
yeah, it was
yeah.
just ridiculous
Yeah.
though. Like we had to do
Yeah.
all that in the year Beyonce 2023.
Very, very ghetto. Very, very ghetto. Unless
Mm-mm.
we wanted to watch together, there was no reason why we all had to be watching it through somebody else's stream.
Netflix, that was so freaking embarrassing. Like that was
So
so
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's too big
gosh.
of a company for that to be happening.
Come on.
I think originally the plan probably was to have this recorded, but they seen so much of the social media hype and they tried to, you know,
Mhm.
go the
Yeah.
backfield or whatever. I don't know, but I
Yeah.
don't know. One stuff like this don't need to be live, which is
Mm-mm.
what we'll talk about in the next what the fuck person.
Mhm. Mhm.
And second, like, if y'all haven't done it at this capacity before, why would you try to do it for something so major and y'all knew it has so much social media hype?
So major, so many people watching it, so many people talking about it. Like this was just not this one it. This one it. Netflix, like how y'all didn't do a test run or something. Like, come on. Come on.
I mean, they
Especially
have done other live events. I just don't think it was at the
nothing on this
magnitude.
scale.
Yeah.
Nothing on this
Yeah.
scale. That is the problem, I think. Especially when a lot of people brought this up too. That Netflix is the streaming service that's every 3 to 6 months, raising the rates and
Hmm.
talking about taking away, people being able to share password and things like that. So they trying to squeeze every penny out of us while playing in our faces like this on a Sunday
Yeah,
night.
it's not a good look, Netflix. It's
Mm-mm.
not a good look at all. On a Sunday
On
night.
a
I
Sunday
forgot
night.
about that. Folks had
I
to go to
think
work in the morning.
it was supposed to start at 7 p.m. Central Time. I remember because I was sitting there ready with my dinner. I mean, I had timed my whole day perfect and planned it around
Yes,
this as
snacks and
most of us
everything.
did.
Hmm.
Yes. And it didn't actually start until about 8:30 Central Time. It took over an hour for somebody to be able to see something. I guess at some
Yeah.
point they just got to the point where look, we just gonna record it. And if it worked for
Mhm.
some people, that's fine. But it's like, no, that's not fine. Like it's not okay.
And took a minute for them to, like, edit up and put the,
Yeah.
re-recorded or pre-recorded stuff up for people who still had to wait to see it. Like, it
Yep.
it was just a mess. It was
It
a
was a
mess.
mess.
Yeah. Yeah, it was late too, because I didn't even
Hmm.
go to bed till about 12:30, one
It was
o'clock that
so
night. It was
late.
late.
We need the sound of Jocelyn's voice saying, "Bitch, you look a mess." We need that, like, right here.
Mhm.
Because come on. Come on, Netflix. And then on top of having to wait so long and having to watch it like I'm in the freaking Stone Age via somebody else's live stream on
Not
TikTok,
the Stone Age.
it was just such I know, right? It was just such a bad reunion overall because of the hosts. Now, if y'all like we had a
The
whole Facebook
hosts.
Live with our Patreon community where we really dug into the hosts and the whole season and all that. So if you're on the Patreon, that will be on your feeds. If it has not been put on your feeds already, you will be able to listen to that, right? You're not giving me a confident look.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be. It
I
will
was
definitely be there before they hear this.
okay. I was looking at your face for validation and I wasn't getting it. So here we are. But anyway,
Oh.
it's fine. But yeah, so we talked all about it with our Patreon community. So definitely listen to that if you want to. But I just had to publicly say that Vanessa Lachey deserves jail time. Jail time. She's guilty. Lock her up. That was the worst hosting I think I've ever witnessed. And I'm not even trying to be like all picky, like, oh, this is what a host should do. This is what a host shouldn't do. But I'm just like, just the like basic journalism. It was just lacking. It was just very much lacking. It definitely showed that she has not hosted anything since TRL like 20 freaking years ago. She was so biased. She was so obnoxious. She was so all about herself. And her husband was just furniture. Nick was just there. So disappointed is not even the word I can use for that. I don't even know. After waiting that long and that's what we got, oh my gosh.
I'm still mad at her.
I'm still mad. Mhm.
Highly mad. I'm
Yep.
still very, very much upset about the whole baby thing.
Oh my gosh.
That sent me through the freaking roof.
If anybody did not see it, basically Vanessa Lachey is like baby crazy. She was all in people's uterus. She didn't just ask, one time I could get past, okay, but she like really beat it into them, asked multiple times, literally did like a merry-go-round and went around to each couple, asking them when they were gonna have a baby. Not if, but when they were gonna
When,
have a
yeah.
baby, because she wants the first Love Is Blind baby so freaking bad. And not only have these people only been married for a year, they've only known each other for a year. So give them some time to learn each other and decide if they even have kids or if they even have the ability to have kids, or maybe they want to adopt. Maybe they just want it to be them forever. Like, who knows? She didn't care nothing about that. She was just all in their bedroom and it was really gross. Very, very gross.
It was just so, like you said before, it was very much so self-centered. It
Mm-hmm.
seems like, and she mentioned it too, like, "Oh, I want baby number 4," or whatever. It seemed
Mm.
like that was the case, but, I don't she didn't even, like, think about, like, if somebody's having issues conceiving, if somebody didn't wanna have a
Nothing.
child. Everybody on that stage, even the people who weren't with anybody, were visibly so uncomfortable about her constantly asking. It was just catch a hint, and I feel like
Good for
she was very, if you watched it, she kept saying stuff about social media, like, she was very in tune to what people were saying online.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that, she must have, like, felt very self-conscious about people saying, like, they aren't good hosts, they need to go. So she
Mm-hmm.
tried to go above and beyond, and she ended up sticking her fucking foot in her mouth, just
Literally.
constantly talking about this baby, constantly taking up for,
The wrong
these
people.
trash ass women.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, some of these women on the show was trash and
Trash.
mean and just needed to get dragged through the mud or at least questioned. She didn't have to
Mhm.
drag, like, at least some kind of pushback. It's just
What
she
Vanessa
went too
did
far.
what Vanessa did as far as her writing for the women in this season was just, I mean, it was just the epitome of like toxic white feminism,
Mhm.
because it's like I feel like this is what, asshole men, this is the stuff that they talk about where they try to be like, "Oh, feminism is so bad, feminism is this." It's Vanessa's type of feminism that people think is all type of feminism, and feminism is not riding for women wrong or right. That is not what feminism is at all. And I feel
Yeah.
like that is where she gets caught up in it. Like, she thinks that no matter what, you always have a woman's back, no matter what she's doing. And it's like, no, like, that's not taking accountability. That's not holding people accountable. And there were some really messed up things that happened this season, in large part due to some of the women that were on the show. And the whole point of the reunion is to help those people take some accountability. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to support and be in favor of all the nastiness that they have received online. You can have a strong stance against that, but you can also be like, I understand why people are mad at you.
Mhm.
Let's talk about it.
And you should be understanding because obviously you
Hmm.
have been listening to what the internet is saying. So
I mean, come
what
on.
do better.
She wants to come in
Matter of fact,
like Captain Save a Girl, and we didn't need
basically,
that. We
we
didn't ask for
didn't.
that.
Nobody asked for that. In
Woo.
fact, folks, if you were so in tune with what the internet was saying,
Mhm.
folks was saying, we need these people to be questioned. We were
And held
telling you what
accountable.
questions to ask.
Mhm.
And she just like just so
Mhm.
I don't know if she's just so far up her own ass
She
that
is.
she was just like, I just need to prove to people that I can do this. And you prove to
Mhm.
people that you could
That you and
cannot.
you will not. And you will not do it
Mm-mm.
because I am so firm. Am I saying that if she's hosting the next reunion, I will watch the whole next season. I will not watch the reunion. I will be checked out. I will get the clips and the recaps on podcasts and on TikTok and stuff, and that's it.
Mhm.
I'm not watching anything else that she's hosting. Absolutely the freak not. Like she needs to go on somewhere. And I think she knows this too, because her and her husband have been very quiet on social media this week. They have not really posted anything. They have not been in their stories. She definitely sees the anger that people
Oh, yeah.
have towards her because it was
Absolutely.
just a shit show. It was horrible. It was horrible. So, but yeah,
Rightfully so.
yeah. What a way to end, the best season of Love is Blind. It's like Netflix fumbled the ball in the bag in so many ways with this amazing once in a show season. They're never gonna have a season that's good, probably. And they fumbled it. It could have been the perfect season.
It really could. Honestly, I could have forgive no, I couldn't have. I ain't even gonna say that. It wouldn't have been as harsh if the reunion was just, available for streaming. I
Yeah.
think being late, being so messed up and having that whole street live
It just
thing,
added
and then
fuel.
yeah, and then have Vanessa
Mhm.
be such a jerk, I will say.
Yeah.
It just amplified it.
Yeah, also, if it would have been pre-recorded, the producers could have worked some of their editing magic so she didn't look as bad. They could have edited
Absolutely.
out
Yeah.
some of
It
those,
probably
"Please
looked
have a
good.
baby."
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you watch it now, it probably doesn't seem as bad. I'm sure
Mhm.
it's bad because
Yeah.
they had bad material to choose from.
Right. Right.
But,
A
I'm sure it's not
culmination
as
of
bad as what
all
we
that,
seen. Yeah.
yeah, it was too much. It was too much. I was heated. Oh, I was so bad. But yeah, that was Love is Blind season 4, you guys. I just I just cannot even. And also, the cherry on the cake, on the shit cake, whatever. The ultimatum queer love. Now, we were very excited to see this. We had been talking about there needs to be some type of queer love show that would be so good to have that in a reality TV. Netflix is giving us that. It's gonna be coming out, I believe, very, very soon. But one thing that stuck out that was weird to us from the trailer was the host. Okay. The host is Joanna Garcia. I remember her from Reba, one of my favorite shows back in the day. But she also is on a Netflix show currently. I can't remember the name of this show. It's some Wahite show. But yeah, she's on a Netflix show currently. So I mean it is. It's a Wahite show. But yeah, so I'm assuming that is why she's hosting because y'all know, like contracts and stuff. We don't know exactly what her contract
Mhm.
is, but a lot of the times they will have a certain amount of things that people need to fulfill in order to
Mhm.
get the max amount out of their contract or fully fulfill their contract or whatever. So I don't know. This could have just been a part of her contract, but she's a very interesting choice because when I saw her, I immediately knew who she was, and I was like, she a part of the queer community? I didn't think that she was, but I really didn't know that much about her. Looked her up. As far as I know, she does not identify as a part of the queer community. She is married to a man, has been for a very long time, has kids. Doesn't mean that she can't be a part of the queer community, but it just doesn't seem like she is. And then also on top of that, it has, in black and white on her Wikipedia page, she's also a devout Catholic. And if y'all know anything about devout Catholics, they are not very much proponents of the queer community most of the
Well,
time. So to say
it's
this is
so
an
awkward.
interesting choice is an
Yeah.
understatement for a host.
Netflix, WTF, what are y'all doing? Y'all couldn't find nobody? I'm sure there's somebody they have contract with at this very moment who would fit the description.
I think so. Mhm. Because my thing is, because what we were saying when we first saw it is that, if they don't have a person, a part of the queer community as the host, that is a humongous missed opportunity. I mean,
Mhm.
first and foremost, it is a queer dating show. The host should be queer, 1000%.
Yeah,
It just should. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense for it not
that's
to
the
be.
minimum.
That's the bare minimum. But on top of it, not, it's at least heterosexual presenting person, because we don't know her business, we don't know everything, but a heterosexual person that is also a devout Catholic. I just why did she even agree to host? Like I just I'm just so confused for so many different reasons.
Um, mm, the same. Not even about to bring Scar Joe in this because she does this a lot too. But
Well,
I feel like a lot of people like Scar Joe always they see it as if they're offered the opportunity, stepping back is taken away from themselves. When in
mhm,
reality, if you step away for it, you're just opening up. There's something else for you.
there's something
Like
else for
everything
you.
is not meant for you.
Mhm.
If you take a step back, and it's probably gonna look better on you too if it ever comes out that you were offered this and you took a step back.
100%.
But I don't know this lady coins. I don't know if she needed this or whatever, but
Probably.
yeah, but it's just and we say this in the planner community too. There's people who get things time and time and time after again.
Mhm.
Taking a step back and letting somebody else do something is not taken away from you. Everybody thinks it's
Mm-mm.
coming out of their individual. Like there's
Mhm.
something else for you. Take a step aside to let the right person do this.
To let the right person do it. Yep. Yep, because I mean, I feel like Netflix probably thought that they were, fulfilling their diversity quota by having a woman do it. White women are not diversity. Can I just say that?
I
That's
mean,
my hot take. Like, if you're trying to meet a diversity standard, getting a heterosexual white woman to do something that a queer person of any color, race, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But a queer person is the absolute minimum. So even if we forget the fact that she has been married to a man and is a devout Catholic, like she just like you said, it was an opportunity for her to step aside and be like, I think there are people better suited to do this than me, but also the onus is mostly on Netflix for even asking her. Y'all didn't have nobody else to do it.
They most definitely did. I Women are diversity to white men.
Mhm.
I don't even
Mhm.
think they were probably even looking at it as diversity. It's
Mhm.
just we have this person on the roster. Are you available to do it? Cool.
Mhm.
But that's a problem, you know?
Yeah.
That's not an excuse to be like, "Oh, we didn't even think about that." That's a part of the problem.
That is a part of the problem. That is a huge part of the problem because I mean, as historical as it is to have a queer dating show, this just takes away from it so much that they made such a ghastly bad choice when it came to the host. I mean, I'm still going to watch it because I still want to support. Hopefully, the host will be a very, very, very small part of the show, similar to how Nick and Vanessa are with Love is Blind. But come on, Netflix. Like, it's right there. It is right there. We are not movie producers. We have no experience in any of this, but sometimes like right is right. And this was not right. This was just not right. Like, hopefully she'll be a great host. Hopefully she won't let her personal life or her religion or anything like cloud her judgment. Hopefully she's not there trying to shove that on anybody's throats. I at least hope they know better than to have any type of situation like that to where her life and her religion even come up. They shouldn't at all. But come on, this was just such a missed opportunity, and this job should have gone to a person who was in the queer community. Period, bar none.
Period. Yeah. I mean,
Like,
that's
come
the bare
on,
minimum.
bare minimum.
That's the bare minimum. I
Yikes.
Why can't they get it together?
I
Who
don't
needs to
know.
be fired? Like this is too much.
I don't know.
Is it some
It's just
stakeholder stuff? Who needs to take the vote? Like, what are y'all doing?
it's just miss after miss after miss.
Just
Jesus,
oh
I can't take it
my god.
anymore.
It's too much. It's too much.
Oh gosh, I cannot. I cannot. Last bit of controversy surviving Love is Blind is that some Love is Blind contestants are coming out and saying that they have been, overworked, working all night, not getting to sleep, their mental health not being taken into consideration. The psych evals are an absolute joke. All I really have to say to that, because I didn't go too deep into that, is that I do think that is probably the experience of the majority of these reality shows. So reality TV production as a whole needs a huge oversight in
Mm,
so many different ways because they are not taking care of these people. The psych evals, we been knew they was a joke. They're literally just there to cover the company's ass because there's a lot of people who psychologically should never be on any type of reality TV show, but somehow they
yeah,
get through. You know what I'm saying?
the drama.
Yeah. So I really hate that that's going on. I hope that anybody who is going into Love Is Blind or any reality TV is very, very honest with themselves and what they can handle and are able to go into it, with their eyes wide open. So I'm glad that these stories are coming out so that people can know more about what they're getting themselves into because it just does not seem like a very healthy or good environment, especially if you're somebody who might already be having some mental health struggles. I mean, I can't see it ever helping. I can only see it amplifying your struggles and making them worse. So that's my take.
Yeah, yeah, and now, because I was looking back at actually, I found out about this through Nick's TikTok, and he was on
Mhm.
season 2 with Mr. Shake.
Hmm.
Um, but
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
fine.
Oh, yeah,
But,
no, he was good
do
then,
you
yeah.
remember his wife's name?
Deep T?
No, not Shake, Nick's wife.
Oh, Nick was
I
never married, he was engaged twice. He was engaged to Andy, and he was engaged. No, he was the second choice twice, so he never got engaged. Like, Andy dumped him in the final 2, and then Caitlyn dumped him in the final 2, so he's never been married. He's engaged now, though.
Are we talking about the same Nick?
Wait, Nick who?
This is
Oh,
a
I thought you were talking
contestant.
I thought you were talking about Nick Viall because you brought
No,
him.
no, no, no. No, no, Nick is the guy, the contestant that I seen his TikTok
Oh, the
about the
one who
Love Is
ended
Blind.
up with the girl. Him and the girl are like they got married, right?
Yeah, they're still together.
I
I
hated them
just
on their
can't
reunion, but I
I
know who you're
did
talking about.
too,
I don't
but
know I can't remember her
now,
name.
I had to I'll look it up.
I was like,
But,
Nick Viall.
no, 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 not him.
So many
But,
Nicks.
yeah, so many Nicks. So this was Nick that was on the show, actual
Okay.
contestant with, the season
Okay,
with Shake was
gotcha.
on. His wife, which I admittedly fast forward through it because she was just insufferable. It just seemed like she was just going through so much. She was
Yeah.
one of the people who kind of spoke out and said, I was literally had told them that I was having unalive thoughts, and
Oh,
they will give me like an hour and tell me, I have to go back and film, and Nick will have to be the one to be like, "No, we're not filming today. We're not doing anything today."
oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
yet looking back on the season and knowing that, because of course hindsight is 2020, it
Mhm.
sounds like she was really going through it and she kept speaking up for herself and kept saying stuff, but the
They didn't
producers were
care.
still, yeah, didn't care and kept
Mhm.
pushing. So it makes sense why what she was doing and why I was so like, what is happening here? Like, that's all I could think of, and I
Yeah.
kept fast forwarding through their stuff because it was so weird.
She was a lot,
But
yeah, but that does give more context into
yeah.
why, for sure.
Yeah, and
Yikes.
it's sad. It's sad. Something like Love, I mean, obviously it makes for good TV, but I don't think you can like cram these people and make them work basically
Mhm.
for 12 hours a day. Like, it's hard enough for it to be like a competition type show, like
Mhm.
Drag Race or something like that. I know a lot of them go through it, but for you to be trying to like love now, it makes me wonder, like, and I think somebody in one of these comments said this too, like, were y'all falling in love or were y'all trauma bonding?
Ooh, well, that's a good question. Maybe a little
I
bit of
mean,
both.
yeah, maybe a little bit of
Mhm.
both. I mean, those two are still together, so I hope that, and from what they're saying, they went to therapy and kind of worked on it with their relationship too. But
Yeah. Yikes on bites.
interesting.
Do better, Netflix, in a lot of different ways, okay? Because come on.
New
Come
segment.
on. Do
What the
better.
heck,
What the
Netflix?
F? Or
Yeah.
just yeah. But you know what? Before we know it, it's gonna be another streaming service. It should just be
Hulu back there, like,
what the
don't
F?
look at us.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, next segment, Myra tries it. Myra, you tried some new things this past week. You tried the hot box from Wingstop and you tried the Simply Spiked Peach. Give us your thoughts on both of those things.
Okay, so the hot box I'll start with first. Very disappointed that I couldn't get all flats, but I get it. It was for 420, it was
Yeah.
their little like munchies kind of promotion.
Hmm.
And honestly, it was just okay. Chuck had it too. He just said it was fine. It wasn't really hot. Um,
So, were the wing sauce pre selected?
mhm.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it was like a hot,
Hot honey?
cheesy,
Oh, gotcha.
like kind of a dry rub kind of vibe, and it had
Yeah.
ranch poured over it a little bit too,
Mm,
little ranch drizzle. Um, okay, it wasn't really
gotcha.
hot. It was just okay. I would have preferred to get my usual, honestly, but I ate it.
Gotcha.
It
Yeah.
was just okay. Um, so yeah, I mean, if that comes around again, y'all could probably skip that one. But
Yeah.
for the spiked peach, it's a no for me.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
will still
good?
drink it because I
Okay.
paid for it, but
Well, yeah.
it was not good. It's not good. It's not good. I
Oh,
don't know, have you ever
man.
had Simply Peach, like,
Mhm,
just a drink?
mhm.
I love that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's really good.
I don't know if it's the alcohol they use or what, but it is horrible. The
That's
spike one is so bad.
crazy. I would
Yeah,
think, I mean, it's definitely not as simple as them having the Simply Peach and just spiking it,
yeah,
but maybe it should be.
that's what it need to be.
That's what it
Or
should have been.
yeah, maybe we can make our own or something. I don't know
I
if
think it's
it's
a
a
good idea.
combination with the alcohol or what, but all the flavors, I think it came in like mango peach, kiwi peach, strawberry peach, and just
Mm,
regular peach.
mhm.
None of them was hitting. It
Dang.
just yeah, it was bad. If you see the Simply Spike lemonade, get that, skip the peach.
It's good.
Yeah, the
Okay,
lemonade is fire.
good to know.
So,
I
yeah,
definitely wanna try the lemonade, but that's crazy. Hmm.
I I was so disappointed because their peach is
Mhm.
really good.
Yeah, that's whack. That is very,
Yeah.
very whack. The last time I was at a liquor store, which was right before Go Wild, when I went to get our Tennessee whiskeys. I got all of our roommates little Tennessee whiskey bottles. But I thought it was a very interesting drink. It was like a hard seltzer, but it was like some type of mom edition. So like each one was like the name of a different woman. There was like a hard seltzer like Julie. I think there actually was a Julie, but it was like all like a woman's name.
So,
Those look very interesting.
I wanna try it.
I
Julie's
know.
somewhere like, "Why am I at it?" But
Right, right, right. But I
but
definitely
yeah, I
think
would
it's
love to
worth
try
trying.
it.
So I might
Yeah.
pick it up too because it looked very interesting. So yeah, if I end
Now
up at
you
that
and
liquor
hard
store,
saucer.
that's why I didn't get it because I'm not a hard seltzer girl. It is,
No,
but
not at
I
all.
would try that for science. I'll try it for science. So, but yeah.
And you only seen it at a liquor store?
Hmm.
Do y'all have what they call in the South, what is it, like a ABC store? Do y'all have that?
What is the ABC? Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called, and that's where most of their alcohol is sold.
Oh, I don't. I mean, it could exist. I might just not be aware of it, but I've never heard of it before.
I have some people in North Carolina, they always talk about that, so I'm like, "Is it a Southern thing, or maybe it's just a North Carolina thing or something?"
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess it just depends, but yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen it in Tennessee or in Texas.
Yeah, because
Parts
it's
of Tennessee and Texas.
specifically like, I think it's
Mhm,
like government or whatever, like,
mhm.
only they can sell, like,
Now there
Hennessy and
are
stuff like
like
that.
dry counties that can't sell anything, so maybe that
Yeah.
state has that because of those dry counties or whatever.
Mm.
But I've never lived in the dry county because ghetto.
Ghetto.
I'm
It's kinda
grown.
ghetto.
You're not gonna tell me I can't drink. But also another weird thing is like so now this was like when I moved to Texas it was the first time I had experienced liquor being sold like in a grocery store, but now back in Tennessee that is way more common now than what it was a
Okay.
couple of years ago. But even then you can't, a lot of grocery stores won't let you buy it, or I think there might be a law that you can't buy it on Sunday even though it's right there. What?
Yeah, in Ohio, at least, you have to wait. Cause I remember going into Aldi's trying to get something, and,
Mhm.
I get my stuff done early.
Mhm.
Like, I try to get my stuff done
Mhm.
early, and, they was like, "Yeah, we can't sell you this until afternoon." Like, what's the difference?
It's no different. They
I
don't want
mean,
you to be drunk at 9 a.m., but it's okay if it's 1 p.m. Like, who really cares?
nobody cares. I mean,
But
I get it. You know what? We speak it from a place of privilege.
yeah,
We don't, suffer with alcoholism or stuff like that,
that's
but
true. That's true.
it
But
still
it
sucks.
and because I'm sure a lot of those type of laws, come from conservatives. All this regulation around alcohol and stuff, but where's the gun regulation?
I wonder if
Anyway,
all this stuff is still in place from like prohibition era.
probably, but they've had the power for decades to take these out, like not to undo this, and they haven't. So
The
you
gag of
know,
being able to buy a gun, I could walk and go buy a gun on Sunday, but I can't get
anytime
a bottle of wine.
at 8 a.m. Anyway, y'all, let's end the show with roasting Megan Trainor. She's a Megan with the H, so that lets y'all know everything you need to know about her. And I'm
Drag the
proud.
H's.
I'm proud not to claim. I'm sorry, Megan with H's.
We got some in the
I just had to
Patreon.
disassociate myself from her. I'm so sorry though. It's not to all of y'all.
They like, we don't want no parts of her either. For real.
Random. Do you know, like, I'll go places and like if I have to like give my name and like spell it, I get complimented all the time for my name not having an H in it, as if I had anything to do with it. Like people will say, they're like, "Oh, so your
Like,
name spelled easy. You got the easy spelling." People really be effed up about the different spellings of Megan, and they are very grateful for that. I'm just a normal Megan spelled girl. Like I didn't do
you
it
can't even be like, Megan spelled the normal way because I'm sure that confuses people too. Because like, what is normal way now?
right, right. But
Oh,
yeah, literally breaking news as we are recording this on Sunday, April the 23rd. Megan Trainor, who, a lot of us, we know her music career, but she has really kind of took off because of TikTok, because she is very, very active on TikTok.
mhm.
She has gotten herself into some shit because she had Trisha Paytas, I believe is her name, on her and her brother's podcast. I'm guessing that either the episode just recently released or just the video from the episode has just gone viral because her and Trisha are having a conversation about the education system and saying some very privileged things about, oh yeah, of course we're gonna homeschool. Everybody homeschools on TikTok, and making a valid point about how dangerous American schools are, which I can understand. But there was no acknowledgement of the fact that homeschool is not something that is accessible to everybody, nor is it something that
Mhm.
everybody even wants. But the main thing that has really made this clip take off and really got her into the shit is there's a point where Megan verbatim says, fuck teachers. In the King's English.
The
She says
gag is
that.
we thought maybe Megan was on Trisha's podcast, but to learn
Mhm.
that this is Megan's podcast and not only like your team had the ability to edit it out because you can really lean on if it was somebody else's show. Like,
Yes.
this was your show,
It's
girl.
your show. Mhm. She has professional editors and producers and stuff because
Absolutely.
we
She
didn't
got the
see
money.
we didn't see her mouth when she said it. We just heard her say
Mhm.
it because they had the clip on Trisha at the point.
Yeah.
That would have been so easy for them to just erase that. But the
Yeah.
fact that they didn't even have the wherewithal to think that her saying in this climate, F teachers with her whole chest was an issue. I mean, yikes
Be
on
for real.
bikes. Be for real. Like what?
You need a new team. Cause I
Truly.
I mean, it's been stuff that like we've said on the show, and not even on that level, like not even
No.
that bad. And J Babe will be like,
Mhm.
what y'all think about this? Because you need
Mhm.
people on your team. Like maybe she just has a whole bunch of like yes
She
men,
has an
or they
echo
just
chamber.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
But you definitely need people who feel like who one care enough about you to not get you canceled.
Well, that.
And two,
Mhm.
that is like that feels empowered enough to be like, maybe not this one, girl.
Uh,
You know?
yeah, like that
And
was too far.
for us, it's never been on that kind of level
No.
for sure. Nowhere even close.
Mm-mm.
Like, I don't even know like how that even like, how do you even form those words?
I don't
Like,
know.
even, like, with her and I know we'll talk about the apologies or whatever, but, like, if you're talking about a specific person, why would that be
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why I it
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, so literally this literally just came out a couple hours ago. We already have a TikTok apology from Megan where she's looking a little haggard with no makeup on, how they all do to garner max sympathy. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I didn't mean what I said, and I love teachers. I have so much respect for teachers. They do this and they do that. If that's how you truly feel about teachers, I don't know how the phrase F teachers even left your mouth, like, because in the
Yeah,
podcast
there's
she
no
was
way.
talking about before that, she was talking about a specific experience that her husband had with the educator, how that translated into F all teachers, which is what she basically said, is just so wild to me. And I find, like I said, the apology, I think it's a I'm sorry I got caught. I'm sorry y'all thought this was a big deal, because I didn't, because it went through rounds of editing and none of us thought it was a big deal. And so I didn't think y'all were gonna think it was a big deal either.
Why would you even having that conversation with Trisha's parents? It's just
Girl.
why are y'all even having this conversation? Like, clearly, like, I don't know. I don't even know if she had a moment to even realize the level of privilege that conversation between
Mm,
those 2
literally.
very well off, very rich, can afford to pay somebody to literally come in and school their children kind of
Mhm.
women. Like, I don't even know if that resonated. Like, the apology just sounded like somebody quickly written that up and was like,
Mhm.
"Here, say this because they are dragging you." I
Mhm.
it's just it's infuriating. It's infuriating to like, we
Ridiculous.
know yeah, we know that they, these kinds of people, like, we know that they have the privilege there, but
Mhm.
for her to not even take the extra steps to acknowledge that either is just
Mhm.
it's just like, "Here, this is what y'all wanna hear," kinda thing. It's kinda how I felt when I listened to that.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
what the people wanna hear, so I'll say it.
100%. That's 100% what it was. And it's just a real shame when people don't acknowledge their privilege, and they
Mhm,
think that their words don't have meaning and impact. Like, obviously you are a celebrity, you're a person on a huge magnified platform. Like, what you say matters. It really, really matters a lot. And you shouldn't think that, like, the last thing you want is for something that you say to be used as a sound bite on, like, Fox News or some other hateful ass program or podcast or whatever, who believes what you're saying, and they're using
mhm.
what your words to fuel that fire. Because do I think that Megan Trainor, like, has a personal vendetta and hates all teachers? I don't think she feels that way. It's just the fact that she didn't have the mindfulness of knowing how that phrase could impact, like, such a huge part of our society. I mean, there was a controversy within the planner community, which is a way smaller scale, with a
Mhm.
person who is definitely not a celebrity, who said something, not even, I wasn't trying to be shady, but facts are facts, America. Um but this
I'm
person
sorry.
didn't even say anything as bluntly negative to teachers, but it was a definitely a dig towards teachers in that profession, and that did not go over well. And that was met with a lot of what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to
Absolutely.
watch what you say,
Rightfully so
especially,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
rightfully so, and especially in this climate, like, teachers are literally under attack by a portion of our government, as far as, like, these laws and legislatures are what's doing in these states. Come on, like,
And
come on.
unfortunately, teachers are the first line of defense for our children at this point.
Mm, mhm.
And, like, if you listen to the I mean, obviously, it's a clip. I haven't listened to the whole podcast, probably won't.
Yeah,
But
won't.
just that clip, it's like you're making it you're putting the blame on the teachers kinda thing of what's going on in the world, and
Mhm.
it's not their fault.
And everybody blames teachers. It is a pile on. Everything is teachers' fault in the school system. That is how it works, and it sucks. It absolutely sucks, and it's just not fair. Parents blame teachers, administrators blame teachers, students blame teachers, everybody blames teachers. Like, and my thing is like, Megan might have her husband's experience or her own personal experience with teachers, but her kids are not even school age, and she don't even plan on putting them in normal school. No way. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
girl, you're not even speaking from a place of what you're dealing with currently in your life. You're speaking about a situation that happened with your husband, what, 20 plus years ago? Like, be for
Which is
real.
really his story to tell.
His story and his trauma and
Mhm.
his right to be angry about it. And I'm not saying that you can't be angry on behalf of somebody, but like I said, it was just such a ill-conceived thing to say when
Yeah.
we know you don't feel that way about all teachers, but saying it is not cool. Saying that is just not okay. I can't.
With great power comes great responsibility, and
Mhm.
Megan, out of all people, should know
Mhm.
that, although she's like D-list, no, that was shade, but she still has a
Yeah,
platform,
she does.
and you need to, watch what you say. Like, you just can't just go off like that. Like, what do you have editors? I'm
No.
so mad.
I
Like,
know.
what's happening?
I know it's just like I said, it was not better, but it made more sense when we thought that she was on Trisha's podcast,
Yeah.
and that could have been, you're in an interview. She could have totally forgot that she even said that, and then it comes
Yeah.
out, and it's like, oh crap, I totally forgot I said that. I wish it was in there, but no, girl, that was your podcast, and you had so many opportunities to take that out or just not even say it in the first place. Because why? It just even the content, even knowing the full context, it still makes no sense to disrespect teachers like that.
None at all. None at
Come
all.
on.
It's so, I mean,
And
go ahead.
I, I was just about to say, Megan has forced herself on us via TikTok. Nobody wanted you to be this famous. Nobody asked for you to be this famous. You did this through your friendship with Chris Olsen. You forced yourself to have this huge platform, way bigger than you would have had just for your music career. But now
I
look.
think
And why you got a podcast? Why does she have a podcast?
why do a lot of people have a podcast?
Well, all right. All right.
I
All right. We're done. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, I mean, I just, you know, uh, everybody don't need a podcast. I'll just say that. I keep my thoughts about Megan to myself as a Drag
Mhm.
Race fan. If you know, you know. Um
T? What? I don't know. What she do?
It's not really tea. I just
Oh.
don't think she's been a guest host a few times. She sucked at
Oh.
it. So,
Oh,
yeah.
well, another thing. Tomato,
Or
tomato,
a guest
tomato.
judge, yeah.
Megan, leave us alone. Leave us
Yeah.
alone. Nobody asked for you to be on Drag Race or for you to have podcasts.
I have thoughts, but maybe we'll say that for the bonus episode.
I
I'll
think
tell
that's
you
a good
after we get
idea.
off, but yeah.
And yes, tell me as
Yeah.
well. Yep.
Mhm.
But yeah, y'all. Lots of WTFs this week.
Yeah.
I hate to end the show on that note, but what can we do?
What's one positive thing we can leave the people with?
One positive thing, I do not plan to break the bank with this life planner lunch. So I think that's a positive thing.
That is very positive for
Growth.
sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What
I
about you?
am really excited for our guests the next few months,
Oh,
especially in June.
period.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very, very excited. We
Long
have
time
some
coming for that one, for sure.
Yes, we have some
Yeah.
great guests coming up as well. And I'm excited about what we've been doing lately with our guests, which is after the pod, where we have just been getting more information and talking to our guests more and throwing Patreon questions at them. That has been such a fun
Mhm.
thing to do. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/planners and wine. Yeah, we're giving the girls content. They got an extra Facebook Live this month, the
I'm
after the
looking forward for
pods.
more of that.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too. Me too. So yeah, it's been good. So yeah, check us out if you're interested, and let us know what are you WTFing it this week. Comment on our Instagram and let us know because we want to know.
That's yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for listening, and we will talk to y'all soon.
Bye, guys.